What's up, guys? Joe the Game Guy here with commentary over some Titanfall Xbox One beta gameplay. So for those of you who are in the know, I'm sure you already know about Titanfall and there's no need for me to explain it. But for those of you who aren't as versed in it, let me just give you a quick breakdown. Titanfall was announced in E3 of 2013 for the Xbox One. It was being developed by Respawn Entertainment, which is an offshoot of... well, is the remnants of the old Infinity Ward, the developers who worked on Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare, and left Infinity Ward after all sorts of legal mumbo-jumbo and stuff that really doesn't matter at this point. But they left and they started their own company called Respawn Entertainment, and they are developing this game solely for Microsoft, for the Xbox One, Xbox 360, and PC. This game has gotten a lot of hype and a lot of attention because, number one, Call of Duty 4 is widely renowned as the best Call of Duty Modern Warfare series, and therefore everybody's expecting this to be the next big thing, just like Call of Duty 4 was back in the day. The big thing about this game, though, is the hype. It has a lot of hype around it, and it has been winning awards since before it even came out. It's not even out yet. It comes out March 11th. But it has been winning awards, like it won E3 Critics Awards and this and that before the game was even in a state that you could play it. So, the game centers majorly around Call of Duty style gameplay. Quick run and gun, custom classes, all sorts of stuff. But they've changed a few things. The little things they changed were like class abilities. When you push the left bumper, you have a stim pack or a cloak stim pack that makes you run faster and your stamina regens faster, or a cloak that makes you turn invisible. The setting is a more futuristic setting. Smaller changes, but the big change is the multiplayer setup in the games and obviously the Titans. Now, the setup is a 6v6 with large groups of minions or AI-controlled enemies. These enemies are extremely stupid and easy to kill, and you first pick up the game and you feel like, why are these enemies even here? But when you start playing it more and more, you start realizing that, the game... those minions are there for a reason, and they actually feel really satisfying to kill. Because they play like a human, but like a really bad human. So when you're killing them, a lot of the time you won't even realize that you're killing a minion until after you kill them, and you look at the kill feed, and you're just like, oh, a minion, okay, whatever. But they're there for a reason. Your Titans. Your Titans have a delay before you can spawn them, about 3 minutes, I think. If I'm mistaken, you can go ahead and correct me in the comments. But these Titans have a delay, so you obviously can't just be in your Titan the whole game. You have to build up to it. And how do you build up to it? By achieving things in-game, majorly getting kills. The more kills you get, the more time is taken off your Titan delay. And then once your Titan delay is reached 0, you hear the most epic thing you've been waiting for in a game. When the announcer just over the PA goes, prepare for Titanfall. And you can call in your Titan. And your Titan is this hulking mass of machinery and just death, walking death it is. And just like Call of Duty, you have your custom classes and your custom Titans. But the thing that some people will argue with me is that unlike Call of Duty, this game feels a lot more balanced. In a Titan, you are this hulking mass of destruction, and if somebody comes at you head on the ground and they're running straight at your Titan, you will destroy them. But if somebody gets the drop on you from behind, or jumps on your back and starts shooting your energy core without you being able to stop them, you are just as vulnerable as you are just standing in the middle of the field on the ground as a human. The game does not give you the game gives you a false sense of security, but you are not unstoppable as a Titan. You can easily destroy Titans on the ground as a human, just as easily as a Titan can mow you down with his giant chain gun before you even had a chance to turn around. So no matter what you're playing as, you have just an equal opportunity to get as many kills and do as much destruction. But the thing about this game that really interests me is the fast-paced gameplay. Call of Duty is really fast-paced, yes, but you have a lot of, you can argue campers and all sorts of other stuff. But you have a lot of non-fast-paced segments. Whereas in this game, I haven't had a moment to catch my breath in a single match. It's literally, I'm running, I'm shooting, I'm killing, I'm getting killed, I respawn, and I'm right back in the match, and there's just craziness going around all around me. You got bombs going off. You hear bullets flying everywhere because you got the minions fighting themselves, but are also shooting at you, but are also shooting at your enemy's AI team, which is also other pilots shooting at you. Now, obviously, killing a minion does not give you the same experience or time bonus as killing an enemy, a human player on the other team, but it is still just as satisfying. But when you kill an enemy pilot, you know you achieve something because you're just like, yep, I did good. Because an enemy pilot has just as much ability as you do. The thing that makes me feel like this game is going to be very successful, not only the hype and, you know, it's exclusive for Xbox One and yada yada yada, but the fact that it is easily accessible to people who are familiar to games like it. If you are familiar with Call of Duty, you could pick this game up and you can easily do pretty good. But you also have a lot of intricacies within the game that if you don't learn, you will never be the greatest. So you can pick up the game as a Call of Duty fan and do okay, and that makes you want to play more because you're doing good. When you're on a good streak, you want to keep playing. But then you get into a match with a really skilled players and you start losing and you're like, well, why am I losing? And you watch what they're doing and you realize, you know what, I don't know all the tricks. There's all sorts of different little intricacies to the game, like how you can rodeo a Titan, and if somebody's rodeoing your Titan, you know, it's recommended for you to jump out of your own Titan and shoot them off your back. But just as easily as you can do that, there's a thing called electric smoke that your Titan can deploy, which is a smoke screen, but if people are in the smoke, they get hurt. So why would you get out of your Titan and leave your fleshy body to the open bullets flying around when you can just deploy the smoke and let it kill the guy on your back just by standing in the smoke cloud? Right? That's something that you would pick up as you play. You wouldn't know that right away. It doesn't tell you, deploy this to get people off your back. So because of that, I feel like this game is going to keep getting people in, and more people are going to get better, but also going to keep adding new things to it because the game is multiplayer only. So for them to really make this game survive, they're going to have to keep adding more gameplay, more DLC, more maps, more modes, stuff like that to keep this game feeling fresh. Because sure, it's fun, but no matter any game, if you keep playing it for 6-7 months, eventually get bored of it, right? Even a few months. But that's just my opinion. But I do really feel like this is going to be a big thing. This is going to be a really big seller. You're going to see a lot of people online, and you're going to see a lot of videos of it. I think like YouTube and the gaming community, a lot of people did COD gameplay for a long time, and that kind of got themselves well known. I think the Titanfall gameplay is going to be the next thing, you know, that's going to get people well known. But thanks for watching, guys. I do appreciate it. And if you want to see more Titanfall gameplay, make sure to stick to my channel, because when the game comes out, you're going to be seeing a lot more videos like this.